Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. The Fabelmans is such a great movie. It's getting all type of Hollywood buzz. It's been nominated for 7 Oscars in various categories, and it is a coming-of-age drama that's directed, co-written, and produced by Steven Spielberg. It's loosely based on his life and his coming-of-age story, falling in love with filmmaking. It's been called a masterpiece, a love letter to cinema, the best movie of the year, the movie we've been waiting 45 years for Steven Spielberg to make. And he said himself, Spielberg said that he dedicated this movie to the memory of his real life parents, Leah Adler and Arnold Spielberg, who passed away in 2017 and 2020, respectively. And he said he was really nervous about making the movie because, he wanted to be honest in his filmmaking and they wanted him to make a movie about their family, but he didn't want to upset them. So I felt like he waited till they passed and then he created the movie and, had it in their honor. He created it to honor them. So I'm so excited about it. I think it's so well done. It is nominated for Best Picture, Best Director, Best Original Screenplay, Best Actress, Best Supporting Actor, Best Production Design, and Best Original Score. So I'm sure it's going to sweep the Oscars. And let's go ahead and get into the storyline. So on the night of January 10th, 1952, in New Jersey, a Jewish couple, Mitzi and Bert Fabelman, take their young son, Sammy, to go see his first film, which is called The Greatest Show on Earth. And he was mesmerized, you guys. He saw a scene involving a train, and so he asked for that same set for Hanukkah. And Sammy crashes the train. And his mom, who is an artist at heart, she recognizes what her son is doing. And so she allows him to shoot another crash using her husband's 8mm camera. So he begins filming these crashes regularly and just filming regularly, and he involves his family sometimes, his younger sister, Natalie, and Lisa, and he had a younger brother named Reggie. So his dad was given a job offer in Phoenix, Arizona, and his family moved there 5 years later, 1957. So, and his wife wanted her husband's best friend, Benny, to come with them. Benny Lowry was his name. So he grows into a teenager and he's continuously falling more in love with photography and filmmaking. And his family, including the best friend, Benny, they go on a camping trip together. And on the night of the camping trip, something significant occurs. Not going to give you guys any spoilers, of course, but just know that it pretty much changed the family dynamic. And so, shortly after, another life changing event occurs in Sammy's life, and he goes to school and he's trying to deal with it. It's really weighing on him. And anyway, so he continuously, translates that into his art because his mother was a beautiful pianist and he really was inspired by, I think, his mother's artistic ability and her love for all things art, whether it was music, filmmaking, photography, sculpting, painting. She was an artist at heart. His father was very pragmatic and focused on business and dollars and cents, and so there was a lot of clashing between his parents on that aspect. And after his dad receives another promotion at work, they move again from Phoenix to California. So they're in Saratoga, California, and Sammy unfortunately is the target of some school bullies who are very anti-Semitic. And Sammy also falls in love with a girl at school who's a bit different from him. And I'll let you guys watch the movie to find that out. But he falls in love with her And she makes a suggestion that he brings his camera along and he, films this really iconic event at the high school, which is wonderful. So after he films this iconic event at the high school, there are continuous, changes and ups and downs in his life, but the one thing that remains steady and continuous in his life is his love for filmmaking and his inspiration for art that is encouraged by his mother. That she's one of my favorite characters in this film, Mitzi, because again, like I said, she's such an artist at heart, and she follows her heart throughout the entire film. So that's like the theme of her character. Her character arc really is one that is a steadfast artist who follows her heart through thick and thin. And I feel like Sammy's character does the same thing, not only with his filmmaking, but also with the young lady here, Monica, who he falls in love with. So eventually, after Sammy graduates high school, he moves to Hollywood to pursue his dreams. And as anyone who has gone to Hollywood knows, it's not always the easiest thing. And it's really easy for some people, if you're not steadfast or you don't have like a strong support system, to feel discouraged. And, Sammy was no different. Like he was really discouraged and he continued his passion, and he had his father with him there. So that's great. Like he had that support system. But in the end, he overcame a lot of obstacles and adversity. And he was really passionate about his filmmaking. And he finally received a break and got a chance to work with some amazing filmmakers. And, he learned from them, he studied from them, he was mentored by them. And I really feel like, Steven Spielberg put his heart and soul not only with his family story, the ups and downs that they went through, because they went through quite a lot. It's very intricate. I just don't want to, ruin that for you guys, but just his own personal story dealing with, anti-Semitism and bullying and, his first love and, his mother and father and in filmmaking and, being discouraged when he first went out to Hollywood. There's no great person that becomes that way without overcoming adversity and being steadfast in their pursuit of their passion. And I feel like that's what Steven Spielberg wanted to convey in this message of a story about his life. So bravo to him. It's an amazing film. And I cannot wait to see, the Oscars and him being rewarded for telling his story. And I feel like he, finally honored his mother and father's wishes, making a story about their family. And I don't feel like he did a disservice to them at all, showing the ups and downs of their family dynamic, because any true filmmaker or artist, period, is very truthful in their work and in their creation. So with that being said, let me know if you guys have seen the movie or not. I hope you do have a chance to see it because, as so many critics have acclaimed, it's one of the best films of the year. And Steven Spielberg did an amazing job. I can't, rant enough about it. It's great. You guys go see it. Please drop down in the comments and like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I will talk with you later. Take it easy, guys.